Good to go.
Thanks, Eric, very much.
We're good.
Thank you, Vanessa.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to everyone and welcome. We will call to order the regular meeting of the Lawrence County Board of Commissioners. Today is Tuesday, August 5, 2025. I'll note for the record that this meeting is being live streamed and also recorded. We'd also ask if you have any type of an electronic communication device, if you please put it on silent or vibrate. We would appreciate that courtesy. We always begin our meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance, then we'd ask you to remain standing for a moment of silence. Commissioner Sanada, could you lead us in the pledge?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If you please remain standing, we'll have a moment of silence. Thank you all very much. Vanessa, could you call the roll, please?
Commissioner Sinata?
Here.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Here.
Commissioner Vogler?
Here, we have a quorum. During our public meetings, we always set aside time for public comment. First opportunity would be in just a few moments, and then we open it back up prior to adjournment. If you wish to make a public comment, we ask that your comments be related to county government matters. If your concern involves federal matters, we suggest you contact your federal legislators. The same would be true if it's a state issue, or if it's a local city, borough, or township issue, we recommend you talk to your local officials. But if it's a county matter, we're certainly wanting to hear from you. You're welcome to speak both of the times, or if you only want to speak once, that's fine. Or if you're just here to listen, that's equally fine. And finally, during the course of the comments, if you'd be kind enough to kind of limit it to about 5 minutes or so, we would appreciate that courtesy out of respect for people's schedules. We always set aside time for any of our elected row officers if they have items of business. Our county controller, Mr. Prestipine, is here, I think, for bid openings. But Dave, do you have anything over and above that?
I do not.
All right, thank you, sir, very much. So I'll open the meeting at this time. If anyone has a public comment, we'll recognize you. If you could state your name for the record, and we'll listen to what you have to say. Good morning.
Kevin Flitter, I'll make it short and sweet. I have a problem, I mean, in Lawrence County Mental Health, I have nothing against them, they do their job, but my son is totally disabled, incapacitated, so I'm gonna give these copies of these letters now.
I'll pass them down.
Well, wait, there's two different
Oh,
ones.
all right.
And what I'm asking the county commissioners, gentlemen, ask her to do is step in and have them review a COVID-19 ones too, but they have it listed for a suicide on an incident report. Okay, now I got all the documentation from Jameson Hospital, from the blended case manager, Western Psychiatric Hospital, everything. Now, I never got copies of these things. I had to fight to get them. Okay. In the incident report, the summary, the Western Psychiatric Hospital made a mistake. They put down suicide thoughts. So my son is totally disabled. I got a court order. He cannot talk, cannot speak. Okay. I got the doctor. I called Western Psychiatric Hospital. He was there for 30 days for behavioral health crisis. They didn't even do a critical investigation like they're supposed to do the human service center. Okay, it was 302, he was there, he's doing fine now. But they will not change, the ODP will not change the incident report. Even, I got the incident report right there, the doctor corrected it. I called him, he said, I'll review the records and call you back, Mr. Stewart. Dr. Frank DePietro, Western Psychiatric Hospital, one of the best hospitals in Pennsylvania for kids with autism. He said, Mr. Ritter, it was a computer-generated mistake. I'm going to change it. He issued a new discharge summary. The counties write a letter, Scott Baldwin, oh, I can't oppose the ODP. They're my boss. Well, where's truth injustice. And, I mean, about 3 years ago, I pulled him out of the group home. My son come home from a group home like that. Scott Baldwin told me, you ought to be ashamed to put them pictures up. I said, well, what if your son come home like that, can't talk, and nobody would answer the questions? Okay, this is all done and over with. They did an investigation. They rolled it back on me. They said, well, we don't know where Mr. Ritter got them pictures from. He might have made them up. I made them up and charged him. I mean, but the main issue is, would you just want a suicide on your record, a kid that cannot talk? He's incapacitated his whole life. And I asked the psychiatrist, how did he tell you that he was suicidal? He said, well, he didn't. I'm gonna have to review the records. He reviewed the whole records. So what I would like the county to do, I mean, if you read the ODP stuff, you was a county man. The county's supposed to review all this stuff. I asked Scott, why don't you, I gave him all the new discharge summary. Why don't you call Western Psychiatric Hospital? They have the power. All I gotta do is get the new discharge summary and stand up to the ODP and tell them that needs changed. That kid has enough problems in life without a suicide on his record. And I'm upset. Now, you know the rules. The county's supposed to have a board that reviews all this stuff. These incident reports have been reviewed 6 times. When they review them, do they just leave them sitting in a computer and nobody actually investigates? I mean, that's all I got to say. And I tell you, I am a pain in the butt, and I do get mad and I yell, but I'm standing up for the rights of somebody that nobody else in this county will stand up for because they're afraid of the Office of Developmental Programs, and it's a shame. And that's all I got to say. I'll leave because I got to go back to work. If you need a cemetery plot, I can get you one. It's on my shirt. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Mr. Ritter. We appreciate you joining us.
But I would like to have a meeting I'll bring all the records with Joe Vanasco, Scott Baldwin, Craig Hall, and Denise Zoner. And you read the records and you can see what they said. There was no suicide in it. It was a mistake. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir. Gave you a copy?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Are there other public comments at this time? Hearing none, once again, we'll open it back up before we adjourn. Please bear with us. We have some business that has to be tended to. I know some of you are here for bid openings. We'll get to that very, very shortly. Did everybody get a copy of the agenda? There should be some sitting on the table over there if you need a copy. Under fiscal and contractual, the tax claim office has forwarded to us 5 bids for repository property that they have received. Let's start with the first one, and we'll take it separately since it pertains to the borough of Elwood City, and then the remaining 4 are from Pulaski Township. Perhaps we can take them as a group. But the first one, Vanessa, what number do we give this?
221.
221?
Yes.
Thank you. A bid has been made for property in the borough of Elwood City on Lawrence Avenue. It's a $500 bid. It's been made by Lane Lordi. The property ID number is 11-063800. The Borough of Elwood City Council approved this bid on June 16 of this year. It appears as though the Elwood City Area School District has not responded. I'll note that when a bid is made on repository property, that bid goes to the 3 taxing bodies: the municipality, the school district, and then ultimately the county. In order for the bid to be accepted, a majority of the 3 entities must agree to it. If one of the 3 denies it, it's denied. But in this case, the borough has voted to accept it. If we have not heard, if our tax claim office has not heard back within 60 days, in this case from the school district, it is deemed approved. And now it rests with us to consider whether or not to accept this bid. That being said, Mr. Kennedy, any questions or comments?
No,
Okay, thank you. Mr. Sanada? No. Okay, thank you very much. Would one of you care to make a motion for Resolution 221?
I'll make the motion. I'll second.
Thank you, gentlemen. If there are no other questions, we'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes.
motion carries.
Thank you, Vanessa. The remaining four are all located in Pulaski Township. And this doesn't happen very often, but it appears as though the school district, Wilmington Area School District, voted to accept these four bids. But it appears as though we did not hear back from the Pulaski Township supervisors. So what I'd like to do, it still rests with us. I'm going to read them into the record, and if you gentlemen would like, we can take one motion for all four, but if you wish to take them separately, I'll certainly accept that as well. The first one, number 222, is a bid of $500. The bid was made by CDBR Heritage Hills LLC, Dustin Kircher. ID number 29-903103, located on Beechwood Boulevard in Pulaski Township. This is a trailer. Any questions? The Wilmington Area School District approved this on June, it looks like it's either 21 or 24.
20.
Is that 24? Thank you, Dan. Yeah, 24. Any questions on this first one? Resolution 223, same bidder, CDBR Heritage Hills, Dustin Kircher, $500 bid. Parcel number 29-903729, location 213 Beechwood Boulevard, Pulaski Township. It is a trailer. Wilmington Area School District approved this bid on June 24th. We did not receive a response from the township supervisor. Resolution 225, same bidder, CDBR Heritage Hills, Dustin Kircher, $500. ID number 299000568 at 399 Poplar Drive. This is also a trailer. School district approved it on June 24th. Resolution 226, $500 bid made by CDBR Heritage Hills LLC, Dustin Kircher. Parcel number, or ID number 299002420, location Heritage Circle. It is a trailer in Pulaski Township. The school district, Wilmington Area School Board, voted on 6/24 to approve it. Gentlemen, these are the four, all from Pulaski Township, numbered 222 up through and including 226. What is the wish of the board?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you wish. We could take one motion for all four if you'd like.
Should be 222 through,
I'm sorry, say that again?
222 through 225.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I made an error.
We didn't hear from the township at all on these?
Apparently not. And the 60 days apparently have lapsed.
So we gotta make a decision.
Yes, sir.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Thank you both, gentlemen. Oh, I'm sorry, do you have a question, Chris?
Yeah, are these actual trailers?
That's what it says here.
They're all in that Heritage Hill trailer park.
That's, okay, that's what I was gonna ask. So they're actually in a trailer park.
Here's,
These were abandoned?
that I don't know. But they were in the repository, so, which allowed this individual to make the bid.
Okay. And then we'll go back on the tax rolls.
I believe so.
Which the township would have had. So the school board did give approval, so that's the answer to my question.
Thank you, Chris. Dan, anything else?
No.
And just to be clear, I did make an error. These are resolutions 222, 223, 224, and 225. That's what the motion is towards. If there are no other concerns, we'll take a roll call.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes.
motion carries.
Thank you all. At this time, we have a bid opening Well, I should note that there are bids on the table right now that will be opened on August 26th. Those are for the roof and lighting
Yes.
project, yes. But today, we did have an advertisement for some vehicles, and I believe that's why Mr. Prestipine is here. Dave, would you mind coming up front? And you have, at this time, Mr. Prestipine, who's our county controller, will open these bids. Was I correct? There are 4 separate vehicles?
Correct. That's correct.
Were they all received in a timely manner?
Yes,
Thank you, Dave. I'll turn it over to you.
I have 12 bids total here across the 4 vehicles. And one of them don't say on them how much, which vehicle they are, so until I open them up, I don't know if I'm gonna go per vehicle.
And please forgive me, Dan, Chris, or Joe, any comments before he starts? Okay, thank you. Go ahead, Dave.
The first one is from Dana Fortuna for vehicle number 4 in the amount of $525. Second one is Dana Fortuna for the 2000, vehicle number 1, 2014 Ford Police Interceptor, $600. Next one for vehicle number 2 from Dana Fortuna in the amount of $250. This is from Ringwood Motors for the 2014 Police Interceptor, $1,180.
Do we know which vehicles, we know 1 and 4 are the police interceptors.
Yeah, he just put the ad in the paper and circled the one he was bidding on, so I don't have the exact number. If they're in order, it's number 1. I'm not sure.
Number 1.
Right.
Okay.
As they were in the paper,
Vehicle number 1,
yeah,
1,001.
$1,180. This one is also from Ringwood Motors. Guessing it's it's the second one on the advertisement, 2016 Ford Explorer, $1,180. This one is Ringwood Motors also. This is the 4th one based on the newspaper advertisement, 2015 Ford Police Interceptor, $1,180. This one also from Ringwood Motors is on the 3rd one in the advertisement, 2016 Ford Explorer, again, $1,180. This is for the 2014 Ford Police Interceptor from Ryan DiMuccio, $1,046.97.
Could you repeat that?
The amount,
Yes.
$1,046.97.
46, okay.
Yeah, 46.
Sure, if you said 400.
This one is for the 2015 Ford Police Interceptor, also from Ryan DiMuccio, $1,057.99. This one is from Jeff Smith. He put the VIN number on it, so I'm not positive which vehicle that is without looking at the VIN number, but it's $1,680. So it's also Jeff Smith, again designated by the VIN number, $1,680. Final one is from Mitchell Whiting. Car number 3, blue 2016 Ford Explorer, $1,025.
You said that was the final one,
The final one.
David, thank you. I would imagine, as we normally do, we would table these bids to give an opportunity for the appropriate people to review them and then come back with recommendations at our next public meeting. Before I take that motion to table, Dan, any concerns or questions?
That's gonna be 2 weeks.
Our next public meeting will be on the 26th, unless we have a special meeting between now and then, which we could do. I mean, if the need arises, we can always have a special meeting. Anything else? Chris, any comments or questions?
No, I think we had 12 bids,
12 total, yes.
and you're gonna check the bids.
Yeah, I'll make a report to put it all together and see which ones are which code.
Thank you.
I think Ms. Suster at the door.
What's that?
I got the.
Are they on I didn't look at them in the advertisement.
No, they
Okay.
didn't.
And you noted that the counselor, our county solicitor, Jason Medora, will look these over as well. At the latest, we would be awarding these bids on August 26th. There's a possibility that we may have a special meeting between now and then, and if so, we would appropriately advertise that meeting in the Newcastle News legal section. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. For now, could I have a motion to table these bids, please?
I'll make the motion to table the bids.
I'll second.
Thank you, gentlemen. We'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes,
motion carries.
thank you so much. David, thank you.
No problem.
Appreciate your help. Next on the agenda, the Controller's Office submits to us quite regularly documents known as warrant registers, or also referred to as check reconciliation registers. And they are, it's a listing of the bills that have been paid by the by the Controller's Office. This particular document is dated July 31. I'll give my colleagues time to look them over, and whenever you're ready. Certainly. Take your time, gentlemen, looking them over, and whenever you're ready, I can take a motion for us to accept. Incidentally, all these documents we're referring to, if anybody wishes to see them, we'll share them with you after the meeting.
I'll make a motion to accept.
I'll second the motion.
I thank you both. Any questions or concerns about the warrant register? We have a motion on the floor. It's been seconded. We'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes.
motion carries.
Thank you. The minutes of the July 29 meeting are in our packet, and I'll give my colleagues time to look them over, and whenever you're ready, I could take a motion for us to adopt the minutes.
I move we accept the minutes.
I'll second.
Thank you, gentlemen, and if there are no concerns, we'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes.
motion carries.
Thanks, Vanessa. Under reports, we set aside time at each meeting for commissioners to give any updates. Looks like I get to go first today. I'll just very briefly mention, because I'm sure my colleagues will want to talk a little bit more about it. We had the privilege last week, specifically last Thursday, we were invited to participate and view Operation Healthy Elwood. It was a program whereby the military came in and offered free medical services, including vision, dental, and other medical services to the community at no charge whatsoever. It was held at the Lincoln High School and the Hartman Elementary building right next to the high school in Elwood City Borough. But they also had a program at a location out in Slippery Rock Township. The name escapes me. Do you recall the name of the place we went to? It's out on Heinz Camp Road. Oh, I'm embarrassed. It'll come to us. But they put on a tremendous presentation. Some of the borough officials were there, Mayor Court, Councilman Oviel, Councilman Craigle, Kevin Swager, the borough manager, Congressman Kelly was there, and some other legislative representatives. But it was most impressive. Apparently the turnout to this program was just exceeded their expectations. So we appreciate being involved. That's all I have. Mr. Sonata, you may want to add more to it.
I think it's the Sunset Buffalo and Highland.
There you go. Thank you. It's out on Heinz Camp Road in Slippery Rock Township. Nice facility.
I'll just follow up with what you said. I think you give special credit to Kevin Swager and what's the young lady's name that assisted?
Schnell. Her last name is Schnell.
Yes, she did. Both of them. They're the ones who went after this project. And, my understanding it was about 1.5 year process, and they took care of a lot of people in Elwood, the surrounding areas, providing health care, eye exams, dental. I mean, just watching the operation, and I forget the exact number. It was 1,100, 1,200 people who came from all over the country to provide these health services. So it was training for the military, and I think every branch of the military was represented there. So it was really good to see the Elwood community come together like that. Had a chance to tour with Mayor Court and the councilmen that were there. And, as far as us, so to be able to see this done, and just to thank them for their efforts, because it was a competitive program, and Elwood was chosen. I think they could try to go after it again in a couple of years, and hopefully that could be successful, because I think the reason Elwood City was chosen, they lost their hospital, 7 or 8 years ago, Chairman?
I believe so.
Yeah, so that weighed into the decision. So people would suggest that why did Newcastle go after it? Newcastle has New Peterson James to provide the services, where Elwood does not have the services directly right in the borough. And they could come from all over, including Newcastle, because I could talk to one of them, someone come in from 2 hours away. Because that was an opportunity for their child to actually get glasses, and they were low income, they couldn't afford it. And to their credit, they were able to get those glasses done within an hour. Normally it took 2 days, but they didn't want the family to come back because the story we told the mother works every day, except that was her day off, and took her child to this. I mean, there was some good stuff that we heard from people who actually participated. So that's all I'd like to do, just say a great job on the city mayor for his team and the others. It's just a good job. So that's pretty much all I have.
Thank you so much. Mr. Kennedy?
Sam, I echo what you guys had to say. That ranch out there was impressive too. I didn't know it was there. With breakfast, you guys had lunch there. But, what impressive, and they did a great job on it. A lot of nice people.
Well, thank you both, gentlemen, very much. We'll move on to new business. The first proposed resolution is number 226, and I believe the warden and some of his staff folks are here. Warden, are you making a presentation? This pertains to the repair and or renovation of the elevators at the jail facility. And this resolution would allow us to move forward with advertising for bids for this repair. Warden, I'll let you fill us in. I believe this has already been discussed at the prison board meeting. I'll note that according to state law, the prison board oversees the operations of the jail in conjunction with the warden and his staff. By law, the prison board consists of the president judge, the district attorney, the county controller, the county sheriff, and the 3 commissioners. It's a 7-member board. And however, the reason we're discussing this matter today, that it relates to bids and contracts, matters such as that still have to come in front of the Board of Commissioners. But we're only a part of the prison board. But that's why we're here today to discuss this bid process. I'll turn it over to you, Warden.
Yes, Commissioner, we're looking for the possible approval to amend Resolution 2025-191 for the approval to advertise on August 6th and August 13th for the bids for the Lawrence County Correction Facility Elevator Project.
Thank you for that. Should we maybe add a sentence to this noting that this supersedes that earlier resolution? And name that resolution number.
191, sir.
Okay, thank you. Let me make a note here, please. Assuming you gentlemen are in agreement that this resolution 226 would supersede resolution 191. Commissioner Sanada chairs the prison board. I'll turn it over to him for any comments or questions.
Yeah, I mean, this is something it's been going on for a while, and I know that it's been a top priority of the warden and his staff to get this elevator fixed, repaired, replaced. I know all the diligence has gone in, and the ultimate decision has come that the elevator needs to be replaced. It's about safety for the employees and safety for the prisoners, and so we want to, we're trying to get this done as quickly as possible, but there is a process, and I think if you follow the prison board meetings, people find there's not a lot of elevator companies out there that are knocking our doors down to do the work. And I know Warden and you and your staff have been reaching out throughout the country just to get, bids, and this will give us that opportunity. There are some out there, but it's not, like we used to have, where you had all these companies just waiting for these opportunities. So we're moving as quickly as we can, and I appreciate your staff and everything they've been doing to try to get this thing moving. And we want it done, but we have to follow the guidelines of the law and rules, so that's where we're at.
Thank you very much, Chris. Dan, any questions or concerns? Okay, thank you. Warden, anything else before we take a motion on this?
No, Commissioner.
Thank you so much. We appreciate, again, all 3 of you gentlemen, all the work you've put into this so far. May I have a motion for resolution 226 that would also indicate in it that this supersedes Resolution 191 of 2025. May I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Thank you, gentlemen. If there are no other concerns, we'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes,
Motion carries.
thanks, Vanessa. Gentlemen, thank you so much. You're welcome to stay, but if you have to head across the street, we understand.
Thanks, gentlemen.
Okay, have a good day, gentlemen. Scott Baldwin is with us. He's the director of our Mental Health and Developmental Services Office. And I hope you're feeling okay.
I am
I'm glad to hear it.
getting on the mend.
Good to hear, so good to hear. Let's take these separately. Well, are they basically, no, they're two separate. Let's take them separately if we could. The first one is 227. It looks like you're adjusting your budget as it relates to the allocation to community alternatives, but I'll let you fill us in.
Yeah, we're looking to adjust the 24-25 fiscal year budget for community alternatives. You know, as we get to the end of the year and we have dollars, we'd like to reallocate and shift. Community alternatives has a very good program, a case management program that's been very good this year. They'd like to expand it, and with these additional dollars, we'd like to assist them with that. So we're looking at increasing the contract from $150,000 to $300,000. And again, this is paid out of Human Services block grant funding, so this is no cost to the county.
Doesn't come from our general
It does
fund.
not.
Thank you, Scott. I'll see if Commissioner Kennedy has any questions. Thank you, sir. Mr. Sonata?
No.
Gentlemen, you've heard the report from Mr. Baldwin. May I have a motion for Resolution 227?
I'll make that.
I'll second the motion.
Thank you both. If there are no other concerns, we'll ask for a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Vanessa. Scott, the next one looks as though it's a resolution, an agreement, a contract, I believe, with Cray Youth and Family Services based here in Newcastle. Can you give us some of the details?
Yeah, this is a renewal contract. This will be for fiscal year 24-25, so it'll be July 1st, 2025 to June 30th, 2026. The amount would be $85,000 paid out of Human Services block grant funds, which is no cost to the county. And this is a housing program in addition to their CompCare program, which is like their big brothers, big sisters. These dollars go to support what Cray does, which directly impacts our members. We're all familiar with Cray and the great work they do, so we're happy to support them in this amount.
Thank you, Scott. Chris, any questions?
When you say Big Brothers Big Sisters, is this help with that program?
Yeah, well, it used to be that, they call it CompCare now.
Yes.
So they've made some adjustments, just the nature of that program, and we met with them, and when we see the direct relation to our consumers, it needed a little more support than I think it was getting, so we were happy to give them some dollars for that.
I'm glad to hear that, Scott, because I've participated both with that probably for about 25 years, if not even longer, on the program. I know it's down in Sims, now down in Beaver Falls, but it used to be here, and the community always came together on that. And last year, I remember seeing it was just, and they still participate and try to help. And, it's a very good program. I still call it Big Brothers Big Sisters as well.
Right.
But it's, yeah, it's a new name, but it's actually a good program for the kids, and, especially those without a parent or, you know, a mom or dad or someone that can take, you know, some small.
Yeah, we're happy to give them $25,000 to support it, so
That's
we
wonderful.
need some of that burden.
Yeah, I think that's great. Just want to compliment you and that program, because like I said, I'm very familiar with it.
Thank you much. Mr. Kennedy? Thank you. Would one of you care to make a motion for the approval of Resolution 228?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second the motion.
Thank you. If there are no other concerns, we'll ask for a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you. Scott, nice to see you as always. Take care. Next on the agenda, we have Jennifer Elliott from Lawrence County Social Services to discuss with us the lead hazard reduction grant. Oh, we have two folks coming up.
Yeah, I'm gonna share the wealth this time. This is Holly Wright with Lawrence County Social Services, and
Welcome.
she's gonna take a stab at telling about our lead program
Oh,
that
that's-
we've been operating for many, many years.
That's
So,
great. No, I appreciate your both. But please have a seat, Holly, and make yourself at home. It's very nice to have you here. And this lead hazard reduction program is one that we've been worked with your organization for quite a number of years. But I'm going to turn it over to you so you can tell us a little bit more about it.
All right, so it's for the current fiscal year, 2025. And it is a new grant. It'll, again, it just will carry through with our existing grants, just the second grant. We've been doing this for 20 years. We have some new partners that we're trying to line up, to, help us spend some of those grant dollars. And just looking for permission from you guys to make the application and, to move forward with the grant.
No, we appreciate your bringing this to our attention. And my recollection is that this, and it's noted in here that I believe the funding comes from the Federal Department of Housing and Urban Development. Are any state dollars mixed in with this? Do either of you know?
They are not mixed in with the grant. We use some CDBG funding, some FAIR and some Active 137 to match with the funding to increase the, what we can do with the programs.
Yeah.
We have with the lead.
Thank you for that. And it's noted in here, your organization takes the lead on this in terms of administering the program. But it not only covers Lawrence County, but the counties of Mercer, Butler, Indiana, Clearfield, Crawford, and even Delaware County, which is outside of Philadelphia. As you noted, it looks like you're maybe hoping to find some other partners.
Yeah, some of these are some new people that we've been talking with, Clearfield and Crawford and Titusville are some of our newer ones. We've been working with Butler, Hermitage, Delaware, and Mercer County in general, so already with our past grants. These are new partners that we're looking into for now.
Wonderful. Let me see if my colleague, Mr. Kennedy, has any questions. Thank you. Mr. Samato.
Yeah, how many homes do you know, like in Lawrence County, that we're able to help with this?
All right, so currently we're shooting for the grants for $5 million. With the costs that are raising, the lead work has just become more expensive through the years. We're looking to do hopefully about 120 units across the grant. In Lawrence County, they get the bulk. We're here in Lawrence County. Most of our people, we do a lot more outreach in Lawrence and Mercer County, so they're probably going to get the bulk of the work. Whereas the outlying partners, we're probably talking maybe 10 to 15 jobs per partner out of the 120.
If you hire different companies to do this work, is that how that works?
We have, we procure contractors every year. So within Lawrence County, Mercer County, Butler, those are all local contractors, even Titusville, our contractors will go out and serve those communities. Those other, Clearfield, Crawford, Delaware, they have their own contractors. We contract with that, and then we're our pass-through, so to speak, so they bill us for what they're doing, and then we submit that.
Just trying to get just for the record and how it all operates. So these are old pipes that are in homes that potentially have lead in them.
Pipes, old doors, old windows, siding. It could be in the dirt. It could be in many places. It's crazy where you're going to find lead. Lead dust travels.
Okay, so okay, that's why I'm asking these questions. So we're not just talking about lead pipes that the water goes through.
No, it's lead-based paint.
Yeah, mostly paint.
This is
Lead-based paint.
Okay, because when I first heard it, I'm thinking, hopefully we don't have that problem they had in Detroit with lead pipes and water and all that. But, so this is lead-based paint mostly, and that will help solve those issues. Okay. All right, well, I appreciate all the information. You learn all the time.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you, Chris. Well, and I'll echo my colleagues. You're very well versed. You know your program very well. That's obvious because you've answered every question that we've thrown at you. So we thank you for that. Gentlemen, we we can move forward, which will allow these folks to move forward. Would one of you care to make a motion for proposed resolution 229?
I'll make the resolution for, resolution 229.
I'll second.
Thank you. If there are no other concerns, we can have a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy.
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes.
motion carries.
Well, it's a pleasure having you here, and along with Jennifer, it's always nice to see you.
Thanks so much.
Ladies, you're welcome to stay, but if you have to head back down, we understand. Thanks so much. Take care. Good to see you,
See you
Jennifer.
guys.
Have a nice day.
You too.
Mr. Bout is with us today from Children and Youth Services because the Department of CYS has 7 resolutions for us to consider. Now, I see Mike.
He's only doing one.
Oh, okay, and then you folks will be coming up. All right, I figured you just didn't come here to watch them. My goodness, I thought maybe you were punishing them. So are you doing the first one, John?
Yes, Commissioner, I'm doing 230.
Okay, number 230 is Isaiah 117 House. So I'll turn that over to you, John.
Isaiah 117 House is, if approved, would be transitional space. There is no cost. This is completely operated through donations. There are 103 current volunteers. In 2024, Butler County CYS entered into a memorandum of understanding with Isaiah 117 House. In how it's utilized is it's a service that is really becomes an extension of your child welfare office, so that we are not hoteling, which the federal government has discouraged states from doing. We're not having children physically have to sleep in waiting rooms in CYS offices. And so Isaiah 117 House provides physical and emotional support in a safe and loving home for children awaiting placement. We have to have a caseworker with them on site, but Isaiah 117 House always has at least 2 volunteers on for every shift. And so for the child that the court has given CYS custody of, but we have yet to secure a placement for, we would have 1 CYS staff member at Isaiah 117. The volunteers would provide an environment that helps reduce trauma, better support the child. It is a full house, kitchen, dining room, fenced-in yard, age-appropriate toys. And what that does is it allows that child to have a more normal setting, potentially for hours or up to a few days. And then the team at CYS is not in mass responsible for direct childcare. So that allows us to more proactively look for a licensed provider through the state. Training for Isaiah 117, their staff are trained in trauma. They orient to the house, they job shadow. They also have what they call red door culture, which in essence, they describe it as a way CYS staff are always responsible for decision-making, correction. They get to be the fun grandparent, aunt and uncle, right? In essence, trying to support a child that's going through something pretty difficult or it's sometimes tragic. And the last thing I'll present about Isaiah 117 is that, 2 things. They did provide us with a certificate of liability insurance, which is commercial general liability, auto through workers' compensation. But again, they're never left alone with the child. Our staff is always on site. The second piece that I would add and kind of close with is this program was strongly recommended from Mr. Johns, the Butler County CYS administrator, who again entered into an MOU with Isaiah 117 in September of 2024. And he's the one who contacted me with this potential opportunity. Because again, from our office, Isaiah 117, it's located in Butler County. It was about a 25-minute drive, maybe a little bit less than that.
Yeah, thank you, and you appreciate your thorough explanation, and you answered one of my questions. My assumption was that since it's in Butler County, at most it would be a 45-minute drive if you went beyond Butler, so it sounds like it's even closer than that. I always make the assumption that when your office brings contracts before us, that the agencies with whom we are contracting have all the necessary state certifications. In other words, we can't enter into a contract with an organization that perhaps does not have the appropriate certifications from other levels. And so my assumption is, correct me if I'm wrong, that this organization has what is necessary then to allow us to enter into this contract. Is that your understanding?
So they are not regulated in the same way that a child welfare provider would be or a child care facility, because they're neither of those. They provide the space and in essence an extension of our CYS office. That's why our staff has to be present at all times, because we have physical custody of the child. The example, like when we have hoteled before, we have had a minimum of 2 staff around the clock. At times in our office, we've had 4 staff, depending on the age and frankly, potentially the behavioral concerns of a child. And so what this does, it allows us to have the child in a more comfortable space, but they're not a provider in the sense that we're used to. That's why before you today is a memorandum of understanding and not a provider contract. Now, the thing that when we visited, our management team went over, we visited the house, we met with their staff. All of their staff have up-to-date clearances, and they also require a VeriScreen, which is a national service to see if, beyond having the child abuse, the state police, and the FBI clearance, which is very thorough, they add a layer through VeriScreen, which also checks national sex offender registries across the country.
To your knowledge, have you or will you make the courts here in our county aware of this organization so that they know that it's a potential place where young folks in your system can be referred to?
Tomorrow, I have my regular monthly meeting with Judge Acker, and if the board approves this MOU, then I would be adding that to my agenda to review with the court, and also see if the court would like to take a field trip to Isaiah 117 house to see it for themselves. It's a very beautiful home. I was, at this stage of my career, I'm not easily impressed, but I was impressed when I went to this home in Butler County and met with the professional and very caring women that are operating this as volunteers. They do a very excellent job, and I'll add this: they have offered to us, because of their donations, that even if we don't take a child to the facility, but we have a child that comes into care and maybe they have no clothes or no toiletries. Maybe they don't have some comfort items that a small child would like, such as a teddy bear. They'll provide those items. And they showed us their donation center in this home, which is very well organized. So even if we don't take a child there, this relationship that we are forming, we can call them and they will put together a care package that a child can take with them to live with relatives or to foster care or to a group home. I was just so very impressed with the heart that these folks have.
Thank you for adding that information. I'm impressed by what you're telling us. and please understand the questions I'm asking, just part of our due diligence. I have one final question before I refer to my colleague. Has the MOU been reviewed by either Attorney Bongiovango or perhaps Attorney Medor, to your knowledge?
The MOU was submitted to both Attorney Bongiovango and Attorney Medor. And then as part of that review, Attorney Medor advised that I bring the MOU before the Board of Commissioners.
Thank you so much. That's very reassuring to know. Thank you. Mr. Kennedy, do you have questions?
Nothing.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Sanada?
Just briefly, John, you're saying this is the situation before this house is the one where you have to get a hotel
Yes.
or potentially bring it to CYS house.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this will relieve some of that burden where if this scenario happens and there's nowhere to go, it would go to this house as compared to, you getting it up at CYS and you're saying you need 3 or 4 employees. This way you would only need 1.
That's correct.
And the same with a hotel, you would have to find a hotel and you would have to have multiple employees around the clock there.
That's correct.
So this seems to be something that's a win-win.
From my perspective, you're right on. I look at this as a win-win. Not only is this house operating at no cost to us, but in these moments, we're able to reduce our staffing because they provide volunteers and we have to have 1 staff, not 2, 3, or 4 with the child.
Plus it seems to be a better atmosphere for the child. As
Absolutely.
compared to sitting in a hotel room where they have a whole atmosphere. How did you find out about this?
Mr. Johns, the CYS director in Butler County, reached out to me about a month and a half ago and asked if I was interested in having a conversation and learning more. And right away I was. And then he linked me to the team at Isaiah 117. And then we were able to go out and see them go out on site about 2 weeks ago. So credit to Mr. Johns for thinking of us and including us because they've been using them now for about a year.
All right, thank you, John.
Welcome.
Thanks, Chris. And I'll note that the resolution is worded in such a way that this would allow our CYS office to enter into an agreement, or will allow them to work with this organization. And what we're doing today is adopting the resolution which will allow for the memorandum of understanding with Isaiah 117 House, and there's no financial obligation on the part of the county.
That's correct.
Thank you. May I have a motion for resolution 230?
I'll second the motion.
Thank you both, gentlemen. If there are no other questions, we'll ask Vanessa to call the roll, please.
Commissioner Sinata?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. John, this is nice to hear about. We appreciate your looking into it and bringing it to us. As Chris said, this sounds like a win-win.
Welcome, Commissioner. Thank you all for your time.
Thanks, John.
Have a good day.
You too, sir. Well, Mike Grippo and Lisa Haddad are with us. Mike is with CYS and Lisa is with the Juvenile Probation Office. And looks like you have 6 contracts that we'll be talking about today. How about if, gentlemen, we'll hear what they have to say. We can either take them as a group, or if you need to split them out, we can do that as well. But let's start with number 231. You've given us the supporting documentation, which, as we've noted, is always very helpful. 231 is a contract with Cray Youth and Family Services based here in Lawrence County. Who's going to take that one? Mike?
Yeah, I'm gonna, so actually you're gonna see 2 Cray. The first one is the in-home service. And that's the Crossroads Homemaker Visitation Family Reintegration. Again, because of the in-home service now, we went from program funded to fee for service.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little hard to measure, it right now, but they're fee for service now on that one.
Any questions on proposed resolution 231? Hearing none. We'll move to number 232, which is also correct.
Yeah, that's the special grants. Again, it's an in-home. That covers truancy, home builders, and independent living. And again, that program was program funded like all their in-home. And then they're going to be for service this year.
Dan or Chris, any questions on proposed resolution 232? Hearing none. Number 233 is a contract with the Bear Foundation based in Lawrence County up in New Wellington Borough.
Okay, and all these contracts are renewals. The Bear Foundation is foster care. They originally wanted a 9 to 10% increase, but we got them to a 2%. So we lowered the rates to 2%.
Thank you for that background. Dan or Chris, any questions on number 233? Hearing none. Number 234 is a contract with the Children's Home of Pittsburgh based in Allegheny County.
Yeah, that's a foster care. We currently have had one, in the last 3 years, just one child placed here by the same child. Like I said, they're a foster care. They were asking 12% and we got them to 7%.
And I'm sorry, in the last year, did I hear you say you've had one
Yeah, there's only been one child for the last 3 years.
in the last 3 years? Okay, thank you.
So it's probably the same child each year.
Thank you for clarifying that, Mike. I appreciate that. Gentlemen, any questions on number 234? Hearing none. Number 235 is the Lutheran Service Society of Western Pennsylvania based in Butler County.
They're a foster care. We currently don't have any children at that service right now. And they've been with us, let's see, 2 years ago we had 3, last year we had 1, and currently we don't have any for that.
Thank you. Chris or Dan, any questions? Hearing none. The final one is 236, and I was figuring at some point Lisa's gonna say something, so it must be your turn, Lisa.
It is.
This is with Corisoft.
Corisoft is the company that we currently contract with for our electronic monitoring services for youth, adjudicated youth under supervision. It gives us a graduated response to be able, in our tier, which is pretty much at the top before removal from the home, allowing the youth to be placed on electronic monitoring. We are able to monitor where they are at all times through an ankle monitor. And they also provide a second source of that is they provide cell phones. So we are able to provide our youth cell phones to be able to be in contact with us, to be able to text message. A lot of this kind of came about during COVID times, where we had difficulty being able to reach children and so forth. Having cell phones to be able to provide youth with that, to be able to make contact with us, to be able to help remind them of appointments, et cetera, and stuff like that has been very, very useful. Where kids maybe just didn't answer the phones, period, before, we're now they're able to text, which they'll do a lot. And so we also are able to provide RPOs with a Corisoft phone as well. So now RPOs are able to text back instead of using personal cell phones for that or anything. RPOs also have that capability, so it's very much fostered communication with the youth and with the families on both sides, with probation and the youth. So we certainly appreciate their services, and we'd like to renew our contract with them.
Sounds like you've got a good level of satisfaction with that, right?
Yes.
That's great. Chris or Dan, any questions for Lisa on this last one? Well, we thank you. This concludes the proposals that have been submitted from CYS and juvenile probation. This would be resolutions 231 up through and including 236. Would one of you care to make a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Thank you. Any final questions or concerns? Take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes?
motion carries.
Thank you. Mike, a little rumor going around that you're a short timer.
Yeah,
This is the last meeting with us.
This is your last one.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. When's your final day?
well, next Friday.
How many years have you been with the county?
I've only been here 7. I've been
Really?
mostly corporate world is where
Boy, you had me fooled.
Yeah.
I thought you were here longer.
yeah, I turned 67 last month, so.
Well, we, and I'm gonna let Dan and Chris obviously comment, and Joe. Can't thank you enough for all you've done all these years. You're a very caring person. I've seen that not only with what you do here, but I've witnessed that outside of these walls. And you're a first-class professional. You always are so well organized, and you've got everything together when you bring it to us. You answer our questions. And boy, we're sure gonna miss you. But please accept our thanks for all you've done and our best wishes. And I always say for a lengthy and healthy retirement, please stop in sometime if you're ever back in the neighborhood. Don't forget to tell your cousin I said hello
Yeah.
out in Cameron County.
Yeah, I'm going up in October.
Oh my goodness, please give him my best.
Yeah,
But Mike, boy, we're gonna miss you. Mr. Kennedy.
I'm gonna tell you, he brings these papers in here, they're so well organized, Mike, thank you. You've done a great job since I've been here. You know, I won't be able to give you a hard time every time I walk in the door. I'll miss you. So I thank you for your time, and thank you for what you did for the kids of Orange County, really.
you're welcome.
One thing I've learned about Mr. Kennedy is that he teases you. It means he likes you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dan. Mr. Sonata.
I'll just echo my two colleagues, what have you the past year and a half, you're very professional. And Commissioner Kennedy said these sheets are so well done that we can look at it and you put it in a way that we understand it.
Yeah.
We can move the process on. You're still a young man though, you probably.
Oh, I know.
You could go another 10 years.
Yeah, I know.
No, we do appreciate everything you've done, and it's about the kids, and I think that's the message that,
Thank
you will be missed, and we wish you the very best. As Chairman Vogler said, hopefully a very healthy and happy and long retirement.
Yeah.
So enjoy what you're going to do. You plan traveling or?
A few things we have planned, yeah. My wife's been retired a few years now, so
Okay. All right, well, enjoy yourself.
thank
You
you.
earned it.
Thank
Great.
Mr. Vanasco.
I've seen the horrors, in the past of some of our CYS and the issues with contracts and when you came on seven or so years ago, just really made that a strength of the agency and can't appreciate, you enough for what you've done. I always put them on a time limit. before
Yeah.
you come in here.
Yeah.
I tell him he's got 3 minutes,
Yeah.
2 minutes. So, but no, appreciate the way you present the contracts and what you've done up there with the organization. Can't say enough good things about you.
Thank
so.
you very much. I appreciate it. And I'll miss you guys too.
When you come in and see us, don't fix paperwork.
Yeah.
We did do a roll call, didn't we?
Yes.
Okay, so these are all
They're
official.
all approved.
Mike, thanks for everything.
You're welcome.
All the best to you, my friend. All the
Yeah.
best.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Lisa, you're gonna stick around.
Congratulations.
Okay.
I'm starting my 26th year.
I'll be
Next
back,
week.
don't worry.
Congratulations. Hey, thank you both.
All right.
Take care. I'm sure I miss him.
He's I'll tell you that, probably one of the well organized people I see. Sure not like Joe, stuff all over. You're getting it today.
He's also a very caring individual. I've witnessed that, again, outside this building. Moving along, Resolution 237. We were contacted by Greg Dogan, who's the Executive Director of West Central Job Partnership, which is the two-county organization of which we are a part. We're responsible for appointing members to the Workforce Investment Board. That board, some of the members are appointed by the Mercer County Commissioners and some are appointed by us. Mr. Dogan has asked us to make an appointment. I do think the fourth whereas is not quite accurate. It states here, West Central Job Partnership recommends 6 individuals be appointed and reappointed. That must be old language. Let's scratch 6 and simply say 1 individual be appointed. We'll scratch reappointed if that's okay with you gentlemen. One of the requirements for this board, the board has to have private sector representation, education, the education community, organized labor, and people from economic development agencies. And also, in this instance, there must be an individual handling matters involving, in this case, vocational rehabilitation. Mr. Dogan has asked us to consider appointing Ms. Alicia Bean, B-E-A-N. She's with the Office of Vocational Rehabilitation. Her term would begin on September 1 of this year and expire on June 30 of 2027. Chris, any comments?
No.
Dan, anything? Okay, this is Resolution 237. It would appoint Alicia Bean, I hope I didn't mispronounce her first name, Alicia, I believe it is, to the Workforce Investment Board. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make that.
I'll second.
Thank you, gentlemen. If there are no other concerns, we'll take a roll call, please.
Yeah, just so you know, she is filling the unexpired term of Gail Steck, who retired.
That's right. Thank you for noting that.
Sure.
Gail served for many years on that board, so we thank her. We welcome Ms. Bean. This is 237. It's been moved and seconded. We'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes?
motion carries.
Thank you. Vanessa, if you'd be kind enough to let Mr. Dogan know that.
Yes, there's a letter that, yeah, I'll
Okay,
take care of it this
great.
afternoon.
Thank you for
Yep.
taking care of that.
Sure.
We have one budget amendment today. This is Resolution 238. The District Attorney's Office has advised us that they have received unanticipated revenue, unbudgeted revenue from the DEA in the amount of $20,000. And they'd like to apply that $20,000 to their overtime line item. Resolution 238 would allow them to do that. Chris, any questions? No. Dan, anything? No? Is there a motion for Resolution 238?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Thank you, gentlemen. Joe, you're comfortable with that,
Yeah,
right? Okay.
yes.
We'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes?
motion carries.
Thank you. We have a couple of requested transfers. The Domestic Relations Office is asking for a total transfer of $1,328.88. That's divided as follows. 325 of that is coming from Office Minor, going into their water and sewage account. This is all within their budget. 1,000 is coming from their contingency into their telephone line item, and $3.88 is coming from their Office Minor into uniforms. Also, the Public Safety Office is requesting a $1,000 transfer from their contingency into their travel and training line items. Dan or Chris, any questions on either of these matters? May I have a motion to approve the requested transfer?
I'll make it.
I'll second.
Thank you both, gentlemen. If there are no other concerns, we'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler.
Yes?
Motion carries.
Thank you, Vanessa. Couple of announcements, as we noted, next Tuesday, both Mr. Sonata and I are separately out of town that day. Accordingly, we will not have a forum, so the board will not meet next Tuesday. However, on Tuesday of next week, there appears as though there will be a quorum for the retirement board. The retirement board meets quarterly. State law stipulates that the retirement board be composed of the 3 commissioners, the county treasurer, and the county controller. As of now, it looks as though Mr. Kennedy is available, as are the controller and the treasurer. So the retirement board is scheduled to meet at 11 a.m. in public in this room on Tuesday, August 12th. On August 19th, the summer conference of the County Commissioners Association of Pennsylvania takes place in Somerset County. And will be attending that conference, so there will not be a commissioners meeting on August 19th. The next regularly scheduled meeting of this board will be on Tuesday, August 26th, open to the public, 10 a.m. in this room. As we've noted earlier, if the need arises, we can always convene a special meeting. If that has to happen, we would do so and do the appropriate legal ad. It's not listed on the agenda, but I'll also announce that tomorrow's monthly meeting of the Lawrence County Planning Commission has been canceled, so there's no Planning Commission meeting. I got the wrong date. It's next Wednesday, isn't it? I was mistaken. Next Wednesday's meeting of the County Planning Commission has been canceled. Public comments. Gentlemen, we have some folks who stuck it out. This lengthy meeting. Any public comments or questions at this time?
No, sir.
Hearing none, we thank you for, again, staying for the entire meeting. Closing comments from my fellow commissioners. Commissioner Sanada. Thank you, sir. Commissioner Kennedy. Thank you. Anything from Joe or Vanessa?
No.
All righty, we thank all of you for putting all this together. There being no other business to be brought before the board, may I have an adjournment motion?
I'll second.
Thank you. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. This meeting is adjourned. And Joe, do you mind turning off the equipment over there? Thank you, everybody. How are you?
Excellent, yourself?
I'm fine, thank you. It's good to see you. Things are well in the banking.
Oh, yeah. Keep 'em busy, so.
My fellow